Well, good morning, everybody. I'm coming at you here with a little video. Um, just wanted to wrap it up a little bit with the end of this semester. It's definitely been a wild ride. Um, just thinking back to this summer and, kind of the way that we were thinking about things kind of around July 4th. We weren't even really thinking about school. I mean, at least in our family, we were just focused on my son's birth. He was born like a week before July 4th, and then once July 4th happened, it was just kind of like, oh, here we go. It's time to start thinking about band camp, and what do we do with that while we're in the middle of this pandemic? And we were able to plan for something, and we were able to have a band camp this year, which I was very proud. Um, and it was obvious that we had taken some time off from playing together as a group, and it kind of took us a little bit to find our sound again. Kind of took us some time to kind of like relearn the process of how to learn music again. But I was just so proud of the fact that we did it, and we didn't have much help. We didn't really have people that we were paying to help us learn the music. Everyone just kind of took on that responsibility to get it done on their own, which was really cool. And then within, like the start of a couple weeks, we were able to throw together a concert for on September 11th, the tribute to our heroes concert, which was really, really neat. I was so proud of, the fact that the marching band worked hard to put something together. We shared that concert with, some of the other students from the fine arts. And I think what we did is we kind of in the midst of kind of a day of remembering the craziness of people having to step up and handle themselves in a crisis. We kind of did that, and we kind of electroshocked ourselves into, hey, it's go mode, and we are trying to run these programs. We are trying to run a band, and we are going to perform. And I was proud that you guys, even we didn't play that much on that first concert, but we got the reps in to get ourselves ready to play again. And I thought that that was a really pivotal moment in our year to kind of set the trajectory um, for effort as a group, even with having masks and social distancing and all that stuff. And then if you think about the next concert that followed, about a month later, we had a concert on October 16th, and we called it kind of like the tribute to our seniors concert. And this was a really neat night where we honored the seniors. We took pictures. We gave out flowers. It was a long concert. It was a cold night, um, but it was really neat. We had the jazz band swinging. We had the marching band playing, and it was actually Mr. Altieri's debut performance. All right, when he conducted the band on the podium, literally the week before coming into our school and then being asked to be up on the podium. Um, and he, directed the jazz band with us and stuff, which was really cool. Um, and yeah, just a moment to stop and say thank you to Mr. Altieri, that he was kind of along the ride with us, which was pretty cool. Um, and then I recall that it was kind of like a crazy transition because that time we were starting to kind of like figure out the whole hybrid thing. And, I didn't know what to expect, who would be coming in, who would be staying home. So, Mr. Altieri and I, we made a bunch of plans to try to like, okay, well, how do we do this? Do we have, do we get PPE? How are we going to, pass all distribute the PPE out and all that business? And we needed something to kind of bridge the gap, that would still be something that was musically worthwhile. So we've discovered a kind of like a body novelty percussion piece you guys probably remember doing called Sax Appeal, which ended up turning into a kind of a creative solution to solve that problem to help us kind of bridge the gap between when we would get our PPE gear that would allow us to play indoors. And it was interesting because you guys, kind of were like, what? Plastic bags? But then we were able to have people in on a Wednesday night. We recorded the performance of the Sax Appeal up in the bleachers. And that kind of like opened the door for like, okay, I think that the gym is going to be the place that it's most safe to have everybody spread out and do rehearsals. And that doing that Sax Appeal performance actually set us up for the ability to eventually start doing rehearsals together with on our instruments indoors. So if you thought that Sax Appeal thing was kind of a joke, again, it was all part of the process and part of the picture of trying to navigate this fall semester. So if you were part of the Sax Appeal thing, whammo, proud of you for doing that. So then the big thing was, well, what's going to happen with this PPE gear? All right, we had ordered the district had ordered PPE to arrive for the students, and we had ordered this. I will claim that I did this. I solemnly swear I ordered this PPE gear like in July/August for everyone in the school. All right, but the PPE never arrived. It never arrived. So we had to take matters into our own hands. And I had asked permission from the Wheeling Instrumental League to go ahead and purchase PPE gear for anyone that said that they were feeling safe enough to come and do in-person rehearsals. So we ordered all that gear from a local music shop by the name of the Instrument Barn. And the Instrument Barn came through in like the nick of time. They got us the PPE gear to allow students to have indoor band rehearsals and indoor jazz rehearsals in the gym, which was unbelievable. And again, the equipment was, it had all the rules of like, what, the science is suggesting, that you have like the special MERV 13 fabric that goes over the bell, and then like a little, like cover thing that would keep the MERV 13 on. And everybody handled themselves with, maturity for the most part. It was really neat to see you guys just be like, hey, if putting a little bell cover on my instrument or wearing a playing mask is what allows me to have rehearsal once a week, then hey, we're willing to do it. And I just thank you guys for, being brave and being mature to have those rehearsals. And it actually led us to the ability of having, it led us, actually, you'll see it in the Hooplaganza tonight, or on Sunday when we release it. It allowed us to record a concert for the jazz band. We threw 3 tunes up for the holiday Hooplaganza, and one of them we actually rehearsed that evening, and then we pressed the record button and had no previous practice. So I'm just blown away. And I think that it all goes back to that band camp experience, us, kind of reviving the battery and remembering like, hey, when we're together, let's get some work done. And I was blown away. And one of the big regrets that I have is not pressing the record button for concert band, because when we were all together in the gym, we had played through the Hanukkah tune and we had played through a Christmas festival, and we were able to basically get through both of those pieces on Wednesday night. But then the next day, that Thursday, whatever that day was, that's when they were like, okay, they're pulling the plug on all indoor rehearsals and they're not going to allow, this to happen anymore. So I have great regret, but I just want to thank the concert band for also being, incredible in putting that music together so quickly. And unfortunately, we'll never really get to hear a performance of it because we didn't record it. But I just want to thank you guys for that. And then, what do we do as a community? What can we do? We did not have a CMBF that, which is normally a one night, where we put all of our resources together, all students, parents, local businesses all come in to make that night a special night at Wheeling High School. Um, we didn't have that this year, which was a bummer. All right, but I'm really proud of everybody in the band, and especially the Wheeling Instrumental League parents for helping to put the cookbook together. All right, so what a cool thing here. All right, That Sounds Delicious, arranged by the Wheeling High School Bands 2020-2021. This cookbook here ended up being kind of a neat little community thing that we all did. People submitted recipes, desserts. Some people did main courses. Some people did soups. Um, I thought that it was just a really neat way for us to all share. We may not be able to enjoy each other's, like company in person, but, it was really neat to, for example, I made one of the recipes from Danny Chavez's family, and it was cool to, on Zoom tell him, like, hey, man, it was almost like we had dinner with you last night. We made your recipe, and we ended up really liking it. It was something new. It was something that we had never thought about making, and it was really neat to just kind of look through the booklet and find a recipe that we wanted to try that night. So yeah, and then lastly, on Sunday we are really excited to put together this holiday hoopleganza, and I know it seems kind of not quite up to what we typically do with the holiday extravaganza. I'm really proud of the students that gave a little bit of extra effort, even in this like really, really exhausting time, that came through and offered up some really neat individual performances, to play through a holiday tune and just demonstrate a little bit of light and to provide a little bit of happiness during this, just really hard time for people to navigate. So I'm excited to put this performance on Sunday, and I would encourage you guys to give it a watch. It'll be about an hour long, maybe a little bit less, but I think it's gonna help, and it's a product of all of our fine arts programs. There's going to be some choir things. There's going to be some band things. There's going to be some orchestra things. So I am really excited about it. I'm thanking all those students who did do, a performance, and I think that that's really cool that they did it. For those of you who are really struggling right now with kind of understanding and finding the motivation to be part of the band, I just want to encourage you guys that whatever you did this semester was good enough, and it will be good enough. All right. And I want to just thank you guys for sticking with band, even though it doesn't quite feel like we're doing what we typically do. Let's keep working really hard to make this feel like a real community, like a real family that we have. I especially want to thank my freshman and sophomore members who really don't know and feel like the family vibe yet of the band at Wheeling. So I guess I just want to thank you guys and just stay strong. Keep giving your very, very best. I appreciate it. I know that everyone's circumstances are different during this time. So I just want to also encourage everybody, and that we have a lot to look forward to in the year 2021. I think we're going to see life gradually become, something different than kind of the, what the heck happened in the year 2020. So stay optimistic, and let's all keep doing the best that we can for this Wheeling Band program, because I don't think it's going to take long for us to get our groove back. So just keep doing the very best you can. On behalf of the Wheeling Band program, I want to wish you guys all a happy holidays and a wonderful new year for the year 2021. My most sincere wishes to all of you. So happy holidays.